Okay, so we have to continue our notes from Thursday. We're just finishing up the last problem. We had to make some changes to the notes also as well. If you took down your notes from Thursday, what we did was we edited out this portion of it over here so that what we really need to do is when you're given the discriminant, what you need to know is what you need to set the discriminant equal to when you're being asked for equal, unequal, and imaginary roots. So let's take a look at question number A from Thursday. Question number A from Thursday asked like, okay, so like here's this equation, and so what's the value of the discriminant when it's when the roots are equal? And the discriminant's got to be 0. And then you just solve it and you find out what C is. Now we're going to do question number letter B, and that's same exact equation. We just got to find the roots such that they're unequal. Okay, so question letter B, right? So what we did was you're given this equation. It's the same exact one. We're going to list out, at least I'm going to list out A, B, and C. A is 1. That's the number in front of x squared. B is 2, and C we don't know. And you got to use the discriminant to figure out what C should be so that the roots are unequal. Well, the equation for the discriminant is this. And now we're just going to fill it in. In order for the roots to be unequal, right? The discriminant, first of all, can't be negative because then the roots would be imaginary. That's just from the start. And then for the roots to be unequal, the discriminant has to be greater than 0. Because if it were equal to 0, the roots would be equal. Then all we do is solve this. You get 4 minus 4c is greater than 0. And then we're going to solve that. Subtracting 4 from each side, crosses off, you get negative 4c is greater than negative 4. Divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. These cross away, flip the sign because we divided by a negative. C has to be less than 1. So what does this mean? It means that if C is less than 1 in this equation, the roots will be unequal. One more time, let's do the same thing, same equation, but now what value of C will make the roots imaginary? So let's do this. So once again, A is 1, B is equal to 2, C we don't know, that's what we're trying to find. Okay, so imaginary roots, that means that B squared minus 4AC has got to be less than 0, because B squared minus 4AC is the stuff underneath the square root in the quadratic formula. And if it's less than 0, if you get a number less than 0 underneath the square root, then the roots are imaginary. We're going to fill it out again just like before. So it's going to be 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times c less than 0. 4 minus 4c is less than 0. Subtracting 4 over. Same deal as last time. Right? Less than negative 4, divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. These cross out. C is here. The sign flips over because we divided by a negative. And so if C is greater than 1, the roots are imaginary. And that's it. That's all of our notes for today. And we're going to continue on learning about imaginary numbers tomorrow.